Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Terror Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon.
Yo, VI, play the beat.
Well, hey there, kids. Think the Gemini moon could possibly pull us in any more random directions for no reason whatsoever? Anybody? Anybody? What you got? Sidetracked? I mean, like, I know that Virgo is supposed to be the mercurial energy that gets sidetracked and goes on side quests the most, but the ADHD of Gemini sometimes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this Gemini moon, our clouds are starting to part, and we're getting this moment of clarity. We're on top of a mountain. We're on top of our mountain. And sorry, I had to smile because we got the hangman in the sun just as I stopped to chitter chatter about our stuff. But moving forward, we're on top of our own personal mountain. We have reached a level of personal achievement and accomplished some goals as far as how we present, view, and structure ourselves. Yes? Okay, now all of the clouds from all of the storms that have passed through this mountainscape as we were climbing and reaching our pinnacle, our new top, have started to part. And we're getting this moment of clarity. And it's very important when we reach this moment of clarity, when we see things in this particular way, that we don't hold reservations or judgment for what it is that we see. Just let it be illuminated. Because what we're going to see is that everybody in our space, in our surroundings, in our view, in our scope, they're all reaching the pinnacles of their mountains. But it's important to note that they are on their own mountain. Even if they're doing something very similar to what you're doing, they're doing it in their own way. And it's taking them to a different peak, a different place. Maybe they're near each other. Maybe they're far apart. Maybe they look almost identical. They are individual. So when we see the others on their peaks, it's important to not hold that judgment for them and where they are on their mountain. This is the place where the seeds of jealousy can be sown. When we see others who might be doing something just like we're doing, and we're comparing ourselves to them. Oh, but they say this in this particular way, and I don't express in that way. And you start comparing. Oh, but they do this in this particular way, and I don't really do that. Or they have this skill in this particular place that I really don't have. I can't fulfill. It doesn't matter because they're climbing their own mountain, and their skills and their abilities, the way that they talk, express themselves, the way that they move energy, it's all individualistic. It's all individualistic. So even though we see somebody in their success, in their light, whether they're higher to our perspective or lower to our perspective, we don't know how low they had to go. Where their ground level was might not be where your ground level was. So even if it looks like somebody is a little bit below you in development, growth, maturity, etc., you don't know where they started from. Because there's still a lot of distance. At our peak, the clouds have parted, the storms have moved away. It doesn't mean there isn't fog in the valley. The ground zero for everyone is just as individual as where we are now. And that's why we can't sit there and compare ourselves to anybody. So take it in and recognize that you can see everybody else's mountain a lot easier than you can see your own because we're standing on top of it. Four of Wands and the King of Cups. This one's for you. I just see, like, standing on the peak of a mountain, looking across, seeing somebody else on the peak of their mountain. And what do? Raise a glass. Hey, good for you. Good for you for getting where you are, for doing what you're doing. That's not my mountain, but that's really cool. Good time to celebrate. It's a good time to bask in the warmth and the comfort and good emotional connections moving through the airways. We have water and fire in a perfect balance through this Aquarius? Why did I say Aquarius? Something in and around Aquarius, but in this Gemini, like, movement of air, it's changing the atmosphere. It's kind of warm and dewy. Just perfect. Two beginnings and one ending. Just perfect. For two new beginnings and one ending. The hot fires of hell, that's the cycle that's closing. The stuff that was burning up and burning out, that is what we're walking away from, moving away from, giving up all of this wood of burdens and accountabilities and things that we have taken on and accepted that we really didn't need. Removing them now, as heavy as they seem, and we're moving them to the fire. They'll all be burnt up. We're letting go. Case closed. We're all done now. And that closing opens up two new beginnings. The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. It's a new idea and a new resource, a new position, a new place. She dropped an ace. That was cool. That was really cool, guys. That's an Ace of Wands down there. You see the 10 Pentacles arching over this Queen of Cups, who I just wanted to bring out to illuminate and illustrate the divine pair and match, the synchronicities, the level of balance within this space. And she had to pull out another ace, so let's go ahead and grab that. A new wand is forged. That cycle closed with a new thought, new resource. We found a new passion, a new goal, a new direction. There's more to this mountain. We still have further to climb. Game doesn't end. A Ten of Pentacles. Sorry, I just tapped that in as I said the game doesn't end. I was like, no, we're tucking this away. That's still in the future. That's still what's moving forward. That's still what's progressing. We've reached this point of not even necessarily recognizing where we began and, sorry, notifications, where we began and where it ends. There's so much more above. There's so much more, or there's so much more that, yeah, that we have overcome. Ooh, some people started below sea level to reach this point. Wait, I mean, cute, fool, Knight of Cups in between, but I just gotta bring these guys back up here for a second because it's kind of like these guys are on their own personal island and their mountains have been growing underwater. So, this new pinnacle where they are sitting atop in their royalty, in their regality, in their patience and peace of self, they're just kind of looking over at each other. Hey, hey. And it does. It feels like there is an offering being transferred and received. This resource, this cup, this water exchanged is the river that contains this flow of the final close and the new beginning. It is the, why can't I think of the word? All I'm getting is receiver, but conductivity? Conductor. It's the conductor. The water is the conductor of the electricity, the energy. So this, the emotional connection exchanged is what transpires and inspires and ignites this transition from the close to the new beginning. A whole new closet full of suits, a whole new stack of suits. All right. Do I have any more? Honestly, Ten of Swords. Queen of Cups is still here. She turned over. And there she is. Still staying on the top. Jeez. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Wow. That felt like a sharp blow to the head. I was like, right through the temple, through the eyes. I told you there were real oppositions. This is a very dark cloud. This is a storm. This is a shitstorm. This bitch is a literal shitstorm. Whoever she represents for you. Holy crap. Like, you said you wanted an ending. This bitch is gonna end it hard. Okay. 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 Well, yeah, I can literally see like the mouth of hell in the devil card. I can give you just that. Like, I know that's hell right there. And that gate isn't completely closed. That door is open just a crack. And if that door is open just a crack, what seeps out, like this fire is coming from underground. And now our Queen of Cups is turned and facing this fire and dealing with it, pouring the water to put out the fire of the release of hell. Like, this is full on zombie apocalypse nonsense now at this point. Like, the dark side rises up. But we're getting to business already. Like, actions are already being taken before we even recognize, fully see this like coming, and we probably have a pretty quick eye. Like, we obviously have a pretty quick eye on it because we were already acting as it was happening. Have good reflexes. Have good reflexes is my advice. Seven of Swords on the top. But I want to know what you are. I thought so. I thought so. I thought so. The five. This is the Five of Cups. The World and the Tower. Phase out, close out, conclusion. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Sorry, as I did that. Not everybody's gonna walk away. Jesus Christ. It's very important when you're on top of this mountain to not allow the seeds of jealousy, hatred, anger, and malice be sown within you when you see what you see. Understand that none of it has anything to do with you, your journey. You don't need to compare yourself to anybody. For the love of God. Because what could be born out of this, maybe is being born out of this, like just staring at the Ouroboros snake here, eternally devouring itself. Like, watch out for that energy. Don't feed it. Don't keep chewing on your own tail. If this is you, the magnification of it in the reflection will be reprojected and magnified. Okay, I had a thought, something last night that came to me that I had to put away and hold on to, I guess, for now. But give yourself protection right now from any and all evil eyes. And whatever it is that they are projecting back onto you, let that be given back. Don't claim any ownership over it. Understand that it is a pure projection out of their own eye, from the top of their own tower, from the top of their own mountain. And you don't have to hold any of it, because it doesn't belong to you. And when you resend these evil eyes, it was vampires. It was vampires. I randomly was watching one of our Tarot Nights episodes where we did a Magic the Gathering, and I put it in there. That's where it came from. Sorry, connected. made a connection in the synapses in the brain there. It was great. But yeah, so notification. All right. So anyways, when you are combating a energy vampire, somebody who wishes to drain you of your energy, and you deflect, return that energy back to sender, what that does is a massive reflection, explosion, magnification that sends them screaming off into their own like portal and void, essentially. Because what are you resending? Break it down. The intent to drain my energy is what we are resending. So they don't get my energy, they don't get your energy, but they expended a lot of theirs to cast this spell. So what ends up kind of happening is a reverse vampirism, because I don't claim to have contract of giving you energy. I don't have to give any away, but all of that energy that you are putting into casting this evil spell kind of does a bounce hop. And now I get all of the energy that you just spent trying to tear me down. And the energy vampire that we are combating is now left drained and exhausted because they didn't get their feed, but they had to exert energy to get it. And they lost that energy. They got a no deal. No deal. Make no deals, sign no contracts. Make no deals, sign no contracts. No deal. I'm not giving you my energy for no reason. But this weird, like, shifty deflection because of what the intention is and what it is that we are giving kind of gives us a boost of energy to give us that gain ground to keep climbing. And now it kind of feels like we're outrunning our own demons. All right. Zombie apocalypse. We went there. We went there already, so they're chasing us up. That's for sure. But yeah, so that's how you combat an energy vampire. But you have to be very careful. You have to be very like wise and knowledgeful and understanding like how you hold these swords because you can cut yourself on it. Again, it's important to not sow these seeds within yourself. This is a defense tactic. This is not a way for you to gain more power out there. And I deny resend any validations that anybody might think that they get from me explaining this, because this is defense and defense only. Think of this as jujitsu of energy work. Okay? You cannot attack somebody with this. This is self-defense. Only used for that. And if you use it for any other reason, your powers will be revoked. Your belt will be stripped from you. Your honor's gone. Cut clean. I had to add that disclaimer. Because there's a lot of crazy people out there. Oh, maintain your clean waters. Maintain your purity of spirit. Maintain your freshness. Clean thoughts. We're not here to harm. We are here to defend. We are here to share our love and our light and make the world a better place. Don't come for us. Don't come for this collective, kids. I'll tell you. Because as kind, loving, caring, and forgiving as we are, we're not going to allow you to just come and cut off our heads. We've earned this crown. We fought for it. I wouldn't underestimate the abilities of potential growth. Because through this entire mess of a crazy ass journey that we have had to participate with in our own unique ways and scopes, we're coming up aces. Flip fade turn. We're coming up all aces. You know why? Because we denied and denounced the fact that there was a winner at all. Because when we got to our peak and the moment of clarity came in, we saw, recognized where everyone is, where they're all coming from. We didn't look at them with hate or jealousy. Some of their mountains are beautiful. Some of them looked horrifying. But we love them just the same. If somebody comes climbing up our mountain, trying to be the king of our hill, best believe collective will push them back down. We're the king of our hill. We built this hill. Blood, bone, sweat, and tears. We built this mountain. This is what we shaped. And we're not going to let anyone else try to come and claim it. Be humble. Be meek. Be loving. And knock down anyone who tries to come for your crown. It's rightfully yours. They have their own. Just because they can't figure out how to find it, not your problem. Thanks, kids. That was crazy. Have a fantastic moon. We'll see you next time.